as we sit down with Education Minister Peter Fassbender. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure.
Should be noted that we did invite Jim Eicher to join us this morning. The BCTF did not get back to us. We love to show both sides here, but the sides certainly have come together as a deal has been ratified. Your thoughts on that?
Well, suffice to say, for all the kids and the teachers and the parents and communities, a big sigh of relief that school is going back in. As importantly, I think the fact that we were able to get a negotiated settlement. That was one of the critical things for us as government, because that cycle of acrimony that we've had with legislation and then litigation was broken this time. A historic deal in terms of its length and the fact that it was negotiated. So
people, many people on both sides, whether the teacher side or the government side, going through social media playing such a huge role. E80 kind of became iconic in this negotiation. E80 was taken off the offer from the government. Many people wondering why that couldn't have been done in June.
Well, I think like everything, we were in negotiations, and our challenge, as I said on this program a number of times, was having the union come back with a counter proposal. And what happened is that the concept of E80 in terms of class composition and how that would work, we accepted the BCTF language at the end, which ensured that we still had that as a priority. The one line in E80 that was a concern, we got rid of that.
What was that line?
That was about the court case, and
right.
They felt that it was going to take away their rights.
Gotcha.
And it was never intended, but that's the way it was interpreted.
Okay, let's talk about the money saved by the BC government for not having schools open for these weeks of the strike ongoing. Where does that saved money go now?
Within 30 days, all the parents who have registered will be getting their checks. The Minister of Finance has clearly indicated they're going to move as quickly as they possibly can, but he said it would be about 30 days from today. So the savings, which were really the savings because of the salaries that weren't being paid, will be paid to parents.
Will that total the amount, or is there a surplus beyond that? And if
well,
so,
again,
where does that go?
I don't have the final figures of how many registrations, but they were significant. It was virtually the majority, if not almost 100% of the kids that were eligible. And, you know, like everything, we've got to sort through all of the final details. But
I know we've given you just a couple hours to come up with it all.
Yeah.
How about the curriculum now? As a parent, it concerns me. Mine is a little, but somebody may be going into grade 11 or 12. How do these kids make up for those lost days, weeks of school?
Well, I have no doubt, because of the professionalism of the teachers, that they're going to be able to provide the educational outcomes
but
that every student
days,
needs.
the holiday days, are we changing the schedule at all?
No, we're going to keep the school year as it stands, and I know that while there may be a little bit more of a press in some cases, I know they'll get through it, and I'm absolutely convinced grade 11 and 12 students will see their journey successfully completed. We've talked with the post-secondary. They know what we've been through, and whatever accommodations they need to make, they will.
One last one quickly. How does the BC government start to build bridges and mend fences with what has been such a contentious negotiation with the BCTF and the teachers?
Well, there has to be some healing in terms of relationship whenever you have conflict. You have to find a way to build that bridge to a positive future. That's been my commitment throughout the discussions, that we need to get over this. That's why the negotiated settlement was so important. But we now have to prove that we have the same objectives. We're going to look at the future of education with the teachers of this province, with the other partners, and we're going to build to a system that's, is doing extremely well. But we're going to ensure that we move forward, and class composition remains one of the key issues that we're going to work together on.
Key issues for parents is getting our kids back to school. You have grandchildren in the public school system, so all of our celebrations can begin on Monday when it's the most wonderful time of the year, albeit a little bit late. Thank you, Peter Fassbender.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.